And now we are live. Hello, hello, welcome. And I am gonna continue working on this Halloween village today. So I'm super excited. And I see In Touch has followed. Thank you, In Touch. Alrighty, I am super excited to get to today. We're gonna continue working on this building over here. So I'll place it a little bit better. Maybe I'll scooch over my paint palettes a little bit. And I'm going to continue on this one. And the plans are for today to finish the orange on the top, finish the roof, and I've decided I want the trim to be purple. I think that would be really fun. I'm going to do a darker purple than the sky so it doesn't look like it's transparent or there's something weird going on. It'll be a little different. So yeah, we'll get started. I should still have some of this orange in existence. Hey, it's Nacho! Hi, Nacho! How you doing? Good to see ya! Alright, so start with this paintbrush. I'm going to take some turpentine and kind of wet the paints, reactivate them a little bit. Let's see, can you see it good? Want to make sure the painting's in a good position. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, I need my reference picture. My reference picture has disappeared. Where have you gone? There you are. Yeah, this brush is too small. I like started painting. I'm like, nope, it's the other brush. Like I couldn't remember which brush did I use before. Even though it was only yesterday. Hey, and it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I like this top. It's a comfy top. The gems. Oh, my earrings? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm guessing the earrings or the necklaces. I don't know. I know. I'm an accessory person. Ah, the necklace. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this one and this one, my mom made when I was a little kid. And, you know, artsy family. And then this one here came from the Ren Fair a long time ago. Not that long ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So not that long ago. I make it sound so dramatic. But thank you. There we go. Yeah, my mom. Yeah, so I'm just continuing to work on My goal for today, I do have a goal in mind, is that I want to at least get this house done, or the first layer done. That's what I'm going for. It's a little ambitious, but I think I can get it done. So what I would like to, that entails like all the trimming, the door, the windows. We'll see if I can do that. Hopefully. Yep, and just feathering out these edges, making them all smooth. I want like, again, like in the whole piece, have soft edges. Very soft edges. I can't believe I forgot this little piece up here from yesterday. I know I started the roof, but then I'm like, wait, this part here is also going to be orange. What was I thinking? Yep, and then I'm just stippling to blend. Blending, stippling. And taking a flat brush to blend it out even more. Hey, it's Bottle of Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? I'm working on this. And I realized I'm going to need, I'm definitely going to need to mix more brown for the roof tiles, because what I have mixed here is all dried up. I know oil's supposed to last a long time, but if it's thin enough, it'll dry. I'm actually going to put this aside, move this back over. And as you remember, it's a little bit of white, burnt umber, and just a teeny bit to keep it from being too dull of burnt sienna. And I think I accidentally made it too dark, so I'm gonna have to go back in and make it lighten. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to lighten this up hugely. Good, good. I'm glad you're doing good, Win. And I'm going to take more white. And you know what? These tiles, it's looking like this is a slightly different brown than the other one. But I think that'll end up being better in the end, even if it is, because it is a different building. So I'm not too concerned. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that color. I'm going to add some turpentine to it because the paint's a little thick. Cleaning off my palette knife. Gonna move over this palette. And I'm gonna put this here. Gonna grab my small flat brush. Dip that in the new paint that I just painted. And gotta be careful. Actually, I think this is dry already. Oh, it's tacky. Okay, I better not touch that. It's like it's slightly dry, but it's still kind of wet, like I could smudge it. You know, actually, looking at this and looking at the reference picture, I think it's a little too light of roof tiles. And also, since this is like almost dry now and tacky, it's not giving the same feeling. As you can see, it's like a completely different consistency. It really needed to be like wet paint underneath. So, to solve that problem, scooch this aside, bring back my palette, and I'm gonna mix more colors, which I need more raw umber. I'm gonna add in a little bit of raw umber into my palette. Kind of getting hard to squeeze. Not that much white. I need just a little bit right there. It's a little bit of raw umber, burnt sienna, and white again. And I think I'll dull it out even more and add in some black. And it's pretty dark on that side of the roof too because shadow is being casted there. I think that's also when I was drawing on the tiles, I was like, wait a minute, this looks way too light and this doesn't look correct. Gonna add a little bit of turpentine to it to kind of loosen it up. Cleaning off my palette knife. Putting this aside. And there we go. I'm gonna take my brush and repaint over what I painted yesterday. At least it'll be solid now with this second layer. I really thought that it was going to still be wet from yesterday, but I guess not. Hey, it's Vanny. Hi, Vanny. How you doing? That's okay. That's all good. I'm happy that you're even here to stop by. Vanny, what kind of tattoo are you getting? I'm very curious. Sounds super exciting. Oh my gosh, an 8-hour long tattoo. Vanny, that's a long time to sit. Oh my gosh, what is this tattoo? I want to know. Aw, thank you, In Touch. Thank you. Yeah, it's a fun painting. I'm really happy with how it's turning out too. All right. Very cool. Oh my gosh. Portraits are not easy. I bet you have a real I trust that you have a really good tattoo artist, Fanny. Like, that sounds cool. Hey, once it's done, if you want to share pictures, I would love to see how the tattoo turns out. Sounds cool. Oh my gosh. That's cool. That's very cool, Vanny. Yeah. Ah, good luck. Good luck with the tattoo and everything. All right. Sorry it's going to be at a weird angle for everyone, but I'll make sure it's at least in a good viewing spot. Hmm. And there's not a whole lot of contrast with these new tiles that I just mixed. See, this happens in painting where sometimes they're like, it's not working. I gotta experiment a little bit. Like the one that I just put on is too, it's either too light or too dark. I gotta find a nice in between. Yeah, Vanny, please do post a picture when the tattoo is done. I definitely want to see. There we go. Okay, this is slightly better. I can work with this. This is better. Okay. I got a good I think that'll be good. Cuz yeah, they won't be as bright as the other ones because of the shadow. I nearly forgot to add in texture over here. There we go. And I'm also gonna add some texture up here too. Ooh, Nacho, good question. What's everyone's favorite Halloween themed movie? Yes. Everyone put in your answers. What's your favorite Halloween themed movie? For me, oh my gosh. That's hard. There's a oh gosh. I would say I really like Nightmare Before Christmas, or I also really like Hocus Pocus. Those two are really fun. And I know that Scooby Doo isn't necessarily Halloween, but sometimes it's associated with Halloween because of the ghosts and the mysteries and the spookiness. But around Halloween time, I do like to do a Scooby Doo marathon. That's probably my absolute favorite. I love Scooby Doo. As you can see, I'm very like whimsical in my in my themes of Halloween. Kind of like this village. Scooby Doo, you too, Nacho? Yes, Scooby Doo. Not sure when. It's funny, as a kid, I remember, like all the cartoon channels trying to really get into the season, especially like Cartoon Network. And I really liked it because they would have Scooby Doo marathons. That's probably where it started with me because it just makes me so happy. But I always would get so scared to just have Cartoon Network on the background during that time because they would have like commercials for other well, it was just normal, like all year round they would have commercials for other things playing at different times, different days, but they would also play Goosebumps marathons. And I know everyone's gonna laugh here, but as a kid, the whole Goosebumps series just scared me so bad. Oh my god. I know. And now I like look back, and any glimpse that I get like of any Goosebumps or even memes, that screenshots. I'm like, this is so cheesy. How was I scared of this when I was a kid? Oh my gosh. But yeah. So I watched with caution when I was a kid. I know. Ooh, you know what's also a really good Halloween movie that's all like in that same kind of genre feeling? Monster House. Do you guys remember that? I liked Monster House. I was like scared of it as a kid, but also I kind of liked it. It was. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nacho, I'm glad you agree with me about Goosebumps. Now I don't feel so bad. I wasn't the only kid who was scared. My gosh, and I remember in school I had friends who loved Goosebumps. Like they loved all the books, they loved all the movies. They were just like obsessed and I was like, I how? Yes, Evil Leia, I like your way of thinking. Lethal Weapon, great kids movie. best kids movie, yes. That's so funny. Everyone feels so cool. As maybe that's how the other kids felt. About the goosebumps. Oh my gosh. I can just see it now. Both you, Nacho, and Win. That you guys like as kids. Look how grown up mature I am reading Goosebumps. We have a couple of the books too. My brother read it, a few of them. He wasn't like obsessed with them, but he was like, be like, oh, this sounds interesting. I remember, I don't remember if this book was from the library or if we actually own it. But the plot was like there was this like haunted camera that if you took a picture of someone, it would like trap them inside the photo or trap them inside the camera or something like that. I remember as a kid, I was like, yep, that's too scary for me. When you were so funny. I know oh my gosh. I know a few people that are like, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And they go Die Hard. It's like, oh my gosh. You know what's funny? I saw Die Hard for the first time a couple years ago. I'd never seen it. I heard like people saying like it's a Christmas movie as a joke. And even though it does take place during Christmas, and I didn't fully understand it until I actually watched the movie. You guys are so funny. Die Hard being a good Christmas movie. I'm trying to think, what's other like good Halloween movies? I'm trying to think. Yup. Super funny. All right, so moving on now. I'm going to work on the purple trim of the house. So I'm going to put this aside and bring this here. And I'm going to mix my purple color. Now, I kind of want it to, I do want it to be a different kind of purple than the sky, because like I said, I don't want it to match too much. So since my sky is more of like a blue purple, I'm going to make more of a red purple, but not too much. I don't want it to be like too pinky. I still want that like very violet color. Good Halloween purple. And also it's going to be darker than the sky too. I kind of like this purple that's going on here. I think this looks kind of cool. So it's not so bright. I'm going to add a bit of black to it. Just a teeny bit. Make it more of a gray purple, tone that down a bit. Got some white. More, I called it red, but it's actually the permanent rose that I'm using, and I'm also using the French ultramarine. I know I'm like trying to mix my lighter color, and it's like, that doesn't look much lighter. It will be. Hold on. I need to clean this palette too. On the to-do list of things to do. Alright, I kind of like this purple. Maybe a little too light. Oops. Yeah, I kind of like this purple. I think that looks cool. And if I don't like it up against that orange, I can always change it. That's what's cool about painting. Always can be changed so easily. Alright, so going to put my palette back aside. Oh, yeah. I like Stranger Things in general. I really like, especially season 1 and season 2. Season 3, I think they get a little too gory for me. Gets a little too crazy. But oh my gosh, yeah, Stranger Things is really good. Can you all see this good? Yeah, it's in a good viewpoint. I'm actually gonna tilt it just a little bit for my own comfort. Okay, yeah, I'm really happy I decided to go with a purple trim on this house. It's not actually that different from the sky, but I'm happy with it, so it will stay. Yeah, I agree with you. Nacho season 4 of Stranger Things was kind of nuts. Isn't there like going to be soon coming out like a final season that's going to wrap up the whole series? A famous prop? What's a famous what famous prop? You got I'm like, I don't know. I don't know this fun fact when. I'm going and filling them with color, but then I'm going back and forth and adding in smoothing out the edges. And then just going. Oh, really? Huh. I didn't know that when. I didn't catch that. I almost kind of want to rewatch this series. It's actually been a while since I've even rewatched it. There we go. Yeah, the trim, it always takes time because all the edges have to be perfect. And even though, yes, this is a Halloween house, so I could make it kind of, topsy-turvy if I wanted to, but I want to at least have it, even if it is kind of whimsical and, uh, kind of kooky, I gotta keep it in perspective. Otherwise, it'll just be too weird and won't make any sense at all. And we surely do not want that. if I have a favorite character. Nacho? Not sure. I don't know. Do you have a favorite character, Nacho? There we go. See, it's a lot of just back and forth, and I will add darker shadows in the second layer, though, because I don't think this purple will... I want to add richer colors, and I want to add some highlights as well. Let's see if I try to add in, like, you know, kind of wood grain. This might actually look cool. Kind of like some weathering. Kind of look. Yeah. I mean, Nacho, commenting on your favorite character being Hopper. I will say that his like character development or his like whole story evolves a lot. Like where he starts off and like how he evolves throughout the series, like is pretty cool. Yeah. You know what's funny when is that I almost actually cosplay Elle at one time. This was like back season 1 when I first saw the show, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like that's my next cosplay. Literally never nothing ever happened. It's like one of those things where I'm like, I want to cosplay Elle. That would be so fun. And then just nope. And then do I have the inspiration to do it now? Not really. Like, nah, I'm good. I like cosplaying my gremlins. Okay, yeah, I'm really liking this purple trim I have going here. I don't know where, but I'm thinking about adding some giant spiders in here somewhere. Like maybe creeping up the window or the side of the house or something. What do you think? Thoughts on giant spiders? Should I add it? Yes, no? Maybe I'll add it to this one that's over here so it's like a detail of like, wait, whatever's being cut off in the painting, what is that? Alrighty, sounds good, Nacho. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later. Bye! Alright. Yeah, and then, yeah, I think I'm gonna add definitely a darker purple later to kind of separate some things, but right now it's just medium purple and highlights. I'm definitely adding ivy for sure too. That will be a must to add some ivy. Yep, so I'm just going in with a solid color, purple. And then I'll blend it out later. And it's so nice with these oils because I have time to blend. I don't have to, this is actually a sign right here, but why not make the sign? Well, I don't want to, I'll just paint it. I started painting it purple on accident and I'm like, the sign shall be the same color as the trim. Why not? It can have a purple outline. Go with the shop. I have to remember too, I think an idea came to my mind of some of the pumpkins out here out front that'll be outside the building should be jack-o'-lanterns. I should make them have faces. That would be really cute. You know, it actually makes me really happy to work on this piece. I do. I'm like really, really happy. One, because I like Halloween and I think it's so fun, and I like the colors of it too. I like the orange against the purple. I think it's so much fun. And then two, the reference picture that I'm using here is from the Renaissance Festival, which always makes me super happy to go to. So it's just good vibes all the way around, good inspiration. Everything is good. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't go with just a traditional blue sky. I didn't think that fit the theme or the mood I was going for. But I didn't want it to be completely nighttime either. And I'm just going around these edges, smoothing them out with the tiny brush. I know now it's like teeny tiny work. Teeny tiny. Yes, exactly. Fairy-sized paintbrushes. Fairy-sized paintbrushes for a fairy-sized painting of a fairy-sized village. Yeah, so here we go, and just kind of continuing all the way around with this trim. Not sure if I will actually be able to reach my goal like I said I wanted to with finishing the first layer on this entire building, but at least if I could get the trim done, then I'll be very happy. Today it's tea, and I'm having chai tea. Or I guess it's just called chai, right? But yeah, it's good. I like kind of spiced tea during like it just reminds me of fall. As you can see, I'm very much getting into the fall mood. I'm ready for it. Yeah. I'll raise this up just a hair. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting to the characters in this painting because I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun ideas of how to paint them and how they're gonna look. Like, of course, you can see here I have like little trick-or-treaters. So I have like a little witch and a little boy with horns. It's like a little demon. And then I have a little cat girl. It'll be cute. And then right here I have like a vampire. So she'll be in black and red. And then for him here, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with our cloaked wizard over here. Gonna see what colors he'll be in. He might also be in black and red to match the vampire. Maybe I'll make him into a vampire too. That might be fun. The people who live in Halloween Town. Hey, it's Darth Malice. Hi. How you doing? Sorry if you were sitting here for a little bit and just like chilling. I've been concentrating on these beams. Glad to see that you're here. You made it. You made it to a live stream. All is good. All is good. Yeah, exactly. Glad you can make it. And you made it on at a fun point in time too. Working on these buildings. What a fun painting. Fortunately, too, I also have a frame for this painting already set aside. I think it's just a plain wood frame, so Definitely gonna be one that I paint black later. Might paint some designs on it, maybe some cobwebs or something. Kind of further this spooky vibe. I've been good, Darth Malice. I've been good. Busy, busy, busy getting ready for shows, working on my art. But other than that, at least I can say that it's been good stuff. How are you? How you doing? Good. I'm glad to see you're doing good, Darth Malice. That's awesome. All good vibes here. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, I hope to do well at my shows, the next couple of shows too. Um, they're all like smaller, but small can still mean good and successful. So yeah, I'm really hoping that it'll be I'm putting good energy out there, getting ready with good products. Yeah, I have, oh my gosh. I made so many cosplay animal ears, and I still want to make more. And I have a pattern set aside to make cat-like tails to go with the ears, because I have some great wolf-like tails or fox tails, but I want to make some cat-like ones. So I have a pattern, I have an idea in my head of how to make them. It's just the action of putting it together. Yeah, and oh my gosh, I have so many ideas too of different paintings, both original and fan art. And I have so so many ideas in my head of things I want to create. It's never ending, which I guess as an artist is a good thing, right? It's a good problem to have with so many ideas. And don't worry, I'll be posting too about how the shows go and everything. Yeah, and there we go. And I'm just working on the corners of the house. Since this is like a darker, there's a lot of shadow right here. It's going to be much darker than the rest. So I'm kind of taking my darkest brown and I'm adding it in here. Just a little bit of highlight, not much. Kind of just enough to give it dimension. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I actually went through with doing the purple trim rather than the brown trim. Because I was debating. I was going back and forth. I'm like, what should I do? What should I decide? Well, I'm happy I went with this purple trim. Could you imagine if someone actually like designed their house like this? They're like, yep, it's gonna be Halloween theme, purple, orange, and black everything. And the tricky part really comes in when I have to do all this detailed work in between the figures. Oh boy. So what I like to do is I like to kind of get my paint a little watery. And when I water it down with turpentine. And so it becomes super smooth. And then it's really easy to go around the figures and not cover them up at least too much. But also this is why we do backgrounds first, then the foreground. Because if I paint over a little bit, that's no big deal. Because I can just paint right on top. And then in between that gap right there, it's kind of like this wood fence. So, well, actually, it almost looks, no, it's wood. It's wood in the picture. I was like, huh, it's kind of a weird tan color. Maybe it's not wood. And then I squinted and I was like, nope, that's definitely like a wood fence. Which I don't know if I necessarily want to keep. Maybe I want to have just an alleyway. Maybe that'll be okay just to have a little alleyway. Yeah. I'm just putting down color, kind of color blocking. And then I'm going in with my really dark brown. This is actually the same brown that I used for the roof. And I'm just color blocking in the darker colors. There we go. And then with my very small fluffy brush, I'm going to kind of blend it all. Even adding in that stippling effect a little bit. Aw, thank you, Darth Malice. Thank you. I'm really happy with how it's looking so far, and just think there's still so much to add, so much detail. Normally I wouldn't add this much detail in such a small canvas, but I kind of just used what I had and I'm like, this will work. I'm like, this, I can make it work. And it is. I like working with tiny brushes, so putting a lot of detail in like a tiny canvas, I can definitely do that. Oh, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. Yeah, for anyone who hasn't joined and you want to join, feel free to. Just a fun place for artists to express their art, and yeah, we all hang out. Or we all share our art, more like. Thank you, Win. Thank you. There we go. And I don't want to forget up here. I'm gonna actually slide this down just a tad. Add a little bit of turpentine more to the purple. I'm gonna add the purple trim up here. Now, this is what's weird, is that yes, in the picture it just looks like an orange block, but I never drew in the, there is like, see how it has the detail work here? It has that as well up here, but I never drew in the lines. So I'm just gonna redraw it later. I don't know why. I don't know if I like started sketching it and then I got distracted and I completely forgot about that. I haven't noticed until literally just now. There we go. And then, yeah, I'll just do all the detailed work in here once that orange is dry, because it'll just turn brown and muddy and not very pretty if I do. So moving on. And right up here is kind of like a window, and they have some like potted flowers up here too. Which I was thinking that's where I could have like ivy growing in this version. Yep, and then just blending. And also too, when I'm blending in my light color into the more darker purple, I'm keeping in mind which way the wood grain is going. To keep kind of like the flow of what I'm doing. I'm using it as a texture, so I don't want to go zigzag or random, like I'm paying attention to which way my paintbrush is going. There we are. Yeah, so just painting with a lot of purple today. Mainly the main color of today is purple. That is for sure. Yeah, I really like working with purple. Purple's not necessarily a very common color. I know it sounds shocking, right? You're like, wait, no, you see purple everything, but no, it's not that common. Not as common as some other colors. then it kind of, there's like a box, and the box kind of bulges out just a little bit. Which I know I didn't portray on this side so well, but that's okay because I can easily fix that with paint. I see what I did wrong, and I see how I can fix it. So not really a big deal. Not too worried. I'm just like, oh, interesting. All right, I'll fix that. Trying to get that dragon star win. Are you gonna catch it? I bet you can get it. You normally do. There we are. Hey, you got it! You got the dragon star. Yay! There you go. Almost done with the purple. If I could get all the purple trimming on this building done today, I'd be very happy. I think that's my new goal. Yeah, and judging by the time, I should be able to get it. And there we are. Yeah, it's coming along. I know, it takes a lot of time. Tiny details really do take a lot of time, but it's worth it. Being patient is definitely worth it. And painting takes a lot of patience. Creating art takes a lot of patience. And it's skills that, I'm constantly working at. And just like any artist, we're always working on our skills. Yep, very, very true, Win. It is artwork. There's a lot of work in artwork. And there's even more trim around these windows here. And I even put like a little cat in the window. I don't know if you can see the little cat face, but there's a little cat face in the window. Now I got cats on the rooftop. I got cats in this window here. The cats are hanging out. They're checking things out. They're like, what's going on out in the town? I'm chilling by the window. I do too, and I love cats as well. It was so cute this morning. I woke up and Miss Clove was by my feet. But then she wanted to play and pounce and bite. And I'm like, what? Playtime already? I just got up. I know, she's a funny cat. She's a good kitten. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she just, it's like, you know, what cats do, little play bites. But they hurt because they have sharp little teethies. But yeah, she's just playing. She's probably sleeping right now. All right. Just adding in some shading in there. Yeah, and then this right here will be my sign. That will be where I decide what business that's gonna be in here is gonna be called. I know I was talking about maybe like a cute little witch boutique, but these windows are small. And when I think boutique, I think big windows with like clothes inside. So I think I've kind of settled on either I want it to be a bakery or I want it to be where you buy potions. So I'm kind of torn between the two. If it'll be a bakery or potions. A different kind of brewery. Yeah, so just adding little details, and I'll even add more details to this planter in a little bit. Or not in a little bit, once it dries, once this first layer dries, then I'll add more. It'll be good. I swear time always flies by so fast, especially when I'm like hyper focused on a painting, which I feel like today I've been very focused. So sorry, it's been a little bit, I've been a tiny bit more quiet than I normally am. Also, I'm kind of like just relaxing with it too. I'm just kind of, feeling chill, working on this piece. Yeah. Sometimes that's how it is. I just feel, you know, very at peace. Art does that for me. It helps ground me, and it feels good to create, but also too, I notice that like I feel so satisfied when I have lots of progress done on a project that I really want to get done. Just keeps me going. Keeps me motivated. I didn't know that one. Huh. That's too funny. So what does that I'm trying to think what her zodiac sign is. What are we in right now? Are we in Virgo right now? I think so. When you're so good at keeping up on all the voice actors and all that, I cannot keep up. You're my person for knowing all that knowledge, keeping me updated. Oh, it's today. Oh my gosh. That's really cool. Feel like I should have been working on a Jinx painting instead. Almost done with this purple trim. Just got this window left to do, and then the door. And then I'll call it a stream there after that. Hey, you got the star. That's cool. Good job, Win. Catching this special dragon star. I'm glad you like those little stream avatars. I didn't forget today. I'm glad. I was like, when I was setting up, I'm like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm like, oh, those avatars. Don't forget them. I want to add even more to them. I gotta do that. I gotta just sit down and add more to the stream avatars. Just haven't found the time. Been so busy creating art. Been working. go. Now working on the door. And I'm not sure what color to make the door. Maybe I'll make it like an orange or burnt sienna. We'll see. I won't get it to it today. That is for sure. Just by looking at the time over there. But that will be a fun start for next time. Trying to paint in between this little cat girl. Oh, did I miss a message? What did I miss? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Win. What message did I miss? Oh, okay. Yeah, that you... Is that... I don't know what I missed. Was it about, I think I missed... I don't know what I missed. I thought I got everything. What was it, confirming that Jinx's voice actor was a Virgo, that I was correct on that? It was about Jinx. Okay. What did I miss? No, we got the birthday, got the cats. Oh, okay, that I was right. That it was Virgo. Yeah. See, I know my zodiac signs. There we go. So I got the trim on the door. And I know I'm kind of covering up this little demon boy. But like I said before, I can always repaint on top. Not a big deal. And then I'm gonna go on with some highlights. Kind of giving a wood grain texture, but still not too detailed to show that it's far away. And then for the last step, I'm going to take my flat brush and blend around the edges. Moving out those edges. Alrighty, there we go. I have to, that edge got a little messy. I'm gonna clean it up real fast here. Alrighty, and there we go. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm gonna call it here for today. Yeah, this is, I really like how this piece is turning out. Looking really good. Here we go. I'll spin it around so you can all see the gloriousness. And doop, doop. I know this canvas size, it's a little long for this perspective, so I'm like, how do I fit it right? I got too used to the 8x10s. And here we go. So the second little building in this Halloween village. Aw, thank you, Darth Malice. Thank you. I know I took some extra like thinking power and concentration on all these small little details, but I got them. Aw, thank you, Caw, for the sub. Thank you so much. Aw, thank you. That really means a lot. That does. Thank you, Caw. Every little bit helps. It definitely does. Well, I just am really happy about today's progress. Thank you everyone for joining and watching. It was good. It was chill today, but a lot got done even though it was chill. Alrighty, well, oh, I have to update all of you. I totally spaced it. Friday, I am unfortunately canceling the stream. I just have a lot going on, so I won't be able to stream Friday, but I will be back on Tuesday, and Tuesday we'll go back to normal stream time, and I'll continue working on this. Aw. Aw, thank you, Caw, for the bits, too. Thank you, thank you. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. I hope you have a good day, too. Yes, dancing dinosaur. Well, thank you, everyone, and thank you for all the support as well. You guys are awesome, and I will see you next week, Tuesday, at the same time, where I will continue to work on this piece. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone. Bye. See y'all next week. Oh gosh, hello. Hi. I meant to end my stream and I hit the wrong button. Oh my gosh.